Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have more Trump regrets and FAFO experiences to share with you. Before I get into these posts and stories, please do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button below this video. It is free for you, really helps the show, so I greatly appreciate it. So I have more complaints to share about Donald Trump and the Republicans' big but ugly bill that was just passed in the House. A man tagged Trump on Twitter and complained, quote, I voted for you in 2016, 2020, and 2024. Now you are taking away my Medicaid, making me homeless. Why are you making me homeless? I have schizophrenia and need Medicaid to survive. Why are you taking it away? I regret voting for you 3 times. 3 times. Yeah. Another person posted on Reddit and asked, quote, so adding to the debt is good now that we're in power? Yeah, guess they're just now catching on to the fact that MAGA Republicans are hypocritical. And another Reddit user posted, quote, I'm a strong Republican and in general a big fan of Trump, but this is a sad day for America. Adding to the deficit is unacceptable. Over on Twitter, a Trump supporter asked, quote, if the new budget bill adds $5 trillion to the deficit, what's the point of Doge? Good question. Even Ketamine Ken can't argue with that. Right? Musk disagrees with this bill and the price tag. And BuzzFeed News ran another article and they asked, based on Trump's actions, will his actions affect your vote in the midterms? Or do you plan on voting for the party you've always voted for? Do you plan on voting for a different party now? So there were still quite a few who said they're happy with what Trump is doing and his congressional minions. They're totally thrilled with how things are going. One person, though, responded, quote, based on the current chaos, I will be voting for Democrats to balance things out. For the life of me, I can't understand how people support a liar like Trump. Another person said, quote, definitely Democrat, and I am a conservative independent. I vote for the best person, not a criminal, liar, cheat, or immoral person like Donald Trump. Would you want your kids to look up to him as a role model? Another person responded to the BuzzFeed question with, quote, I am a conservative who can't vote for a party of right-wing fascists, liars, and hypocrites. And that is most definitely what the GOP is. I used to enjoy Republicans under Reagan and Bush, but this GOP is way too far to the right for me. Democrats for me up and down the ticket in 2026 and 2028. They received a similar response from someone who wrote, quote, at least in part, Democrat straight up and down the ticket. The fact that information on everything from the economy to the BS Musk is doing to tariffs to all of it is easily and readily available. Yet the fact that there are still people out there who can justify a Republican vote is mind-boggling to me. And over on Facebook, a guy named Darren published this very lengthy post. So I'm going to read it all because it's all relevant, but I want you guys to know it's long. So he said, quote, hello, Facebook friends. I want to clarify my position on some things. Yes, I am still a Republican. Yes, I am still against what the Biden-Harris administration was doing. Yes, I still do not support Kamala Harris. However, just because I disagree with the Democratic political position does not mean I have to agree with what I am seeing from many sources, what Donald Trump is doing to this country. I deeply regret voting for Donald Trump. I made my decision to vote for him based on my desire to keep Harris from becoming president and based on Trump's performance during his first term. He has changed and is not the same person or not the same president we had during his first term. With what I am seeing, Americans, and I mean US natural born citizens whose families have been in this nation for generations, need to be afraid. Trump is beginning to deport actual American citizens to torturous prisons in Venezuela just because they disagree with him. I have studied a little about the rise of Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany, and I am seeing the same thing with Trump. I personally believe Trump could be the Antichrist. He fits some of the traits of this man of sin. I am afraid we went from the frying pan into the fire, and I don't know if there's any way back from the flames. So while I agree with this man's assessment of Trump being the Antichrist, he doesn't have his facts straight completely about the deportation of US citizens to Venezuela. So far, the US citizens deported by Trump have been children. And they've pretty much all, as far as I know, they've all been sent to the country where their parents lived, where their parents came from. And I bring this up not, to try to defend what Trump is doing, but because it doesn't help our cause when there's misinformation being used to discredit Trump. Because then people start to doubt everything. They doubt anything that you say about Trump and what he's doing. Other than that, though, I'm happy with people like this speaking out, especially on various social media platforms. This creates the permission structure necessary for other people to come forward and to chip away at the Republican support in the midterms. And I'm going to leave you with this last Twitter post. Someone wrote, quote, "Yep, I voted for Trump, would vote for AOC over him today." So it seems to be kind of a theme going on the right. And remember, a lot of Bernie bros went over and decided to align with Trump because they felt like the Democratic Party was ignoring them. So there you go. It's probably a lot of these people. Anyway, I will let you know when I have more, or actually, I think I do have more this week. But yeah, keep a lookout for those. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.